I don't know who Hyphenated lost to, though. And we are getting started.
Uncle giving a portent for the future there.
Okay, Sans. Thanks for being our uncle, I guess.
Just
Please
a little.
start us off. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and see what our uncle item is. Oh, you guessed right. There's our fire rod.
Yeah, really excited to see that. They gotta manage their mana. Well, no, they don't. They got a horse or a sword. That is not a horse. That is a sword.
Yeah, I'm quiet. I haven't adjusted anything. Hang on, let me go look at my settings here.
So finding that early sword kind of negates exactly what I was about to say about the fire rod. Normally they would have to kind of ration their mana and their magic there, but sword, they can just farm for bombs with that if they need to. They don't want to spend a ton of time doing that, but there are a couple of items in the back of Escape that they do need a bomb to get to. And if there's something that is required back there, it can be a pain getting back.
But there is a bomb for Hippo.
Yeah, it looks like it is going to be in that guard prize pool.
So now we're gonna go ahead and go in here.
Yeah, they're just going to be on their way down here to the Zelda basement. With the fire rod, this is going to go very quickly. It only takes one fire rod hit to kill any blue guard or green guard or even ball and chain guard. Getting a big 5 rupees there in the blue guard room.
Yeah, a little extra money doesn't hurt, but that's a fairly insignificant amount.
Yeah, they're going to want around 100 by the time they get to Kakariko. Having that extra bit to buy bombs if they need it will be nice. They will eventually need probably around 610 total for the rest of the game after that original 100. If they want to get every item.
Yep, and there we go. Hyphenated and Hypo just going to fire out the guard and get a piece of heart for that.
I mean, obviously you want to find some other items, but getting pieces of heart early is not necessarily the worst thing. It's better than finding single arrows or single rupees or 5 rupees. You really don't want to have to go over to Ice Rod Cave with like green mail and 3 hearts, or go into Dark World with 5 hearts and green mail.
I'm going to break myself a bit. Here, it's gonna be... There we go. Full power on the input volume. Let's see if this works.
And Hyphenate is still looking for his bomb. Hippos has one. That's all he needs for escape. He'll need a couple more by the time he gets to Kakariko, but he can buy those if he needs to. There's still a couple other places that those bombs could be very easily available without having to purchase them.
Yeah, we'll see if this is going to be anything here in just a little bit. Could also grind the snakes here, and with the fire rod, you could get double hits on them easily, so we'll see if that is what Hyphen decides to do.
Hippos is just slightly ahead, but I mean, we're still an hour and a half from even thinking about finishing the seed. A few seconds is not going to be too much of anything at this point. and 300 rupees here in the cross room of the sewer. It's going to come in really, really handy here in a bit.
Yep, and here we go. We're going to pull the crossroads chest, but it's 300 rupees, right? So here we go with the final boss of the escape sequence, the rat. Nice snipe.
See Hyphenated trying to get that bomb from one of these rats over here in the corner.
Unfortunately, not being too lucky here. Oh, there's an 8-pack.
He got an 8-pack of bombs. Oh, and it's good that he did because the boots and the glove are in the back of Escape.
Yeah,
wow.
He got really lucky there.
If the other gloves were not available, Hyphenated would have to walk all the way back through the sewers to get to those. Just getting that bomb is extremely, extremely good fortune for him.
And there we go, Hyphenated now with their glove and their boots. As Hippo leaves, I believe that is just a map there, though, so he will leave it behind. Oh, no, fixed it up just for OCD.
Hey, now he can find his way around the sewers that he just left. Now, Hippo's remembering to check Bonkrox on his way out. Bonkrox is one of those locations where unless you go there, like as soon as you have the access to the boots, it's easy to forget about it. And nothing but a big 20 there. We're going to be seeing a lot more of these this race.
And there's our map check here. It's all crystals in the light world, 3, 4, and 2, respectively. So everything that's important, be it pendants or the red crystals, are in the dark world.
Blue rupees from the bush crab, so not really anything to farm there. Hippo's going to go ahead and check the lumberjack cave.
I like this play, just making sure you know it's not aggro required, and that looks like 10 arrows.
Yeah, it just looked like 10 arrows, not even an upgrade, so they need to find a moon pearl and either the hammer or another set of gloves, and they will have Dark World access. That hammer still may be blocking part of Dark World from them, but we will see how it goes.
Alright, so here we go, a mushroom check.
Looked like just an arrow upgrade. Thieves Hideout, it's got the flippers.
Oh! We have water those, now we have water toes, I guess.
And you got the flippers, you got 600 rupees. Man, I think as soon as you do the dam, you do Mini Moldorm Cave, dash over to Ice Rod Cave, and then immediately hop in the lake and go do Zora and Hobo.
And Hippo is going to try to grind the 50% chance here. Third time's the charm.
Yeah, there's going to be 5 chests down here in the Thieves Hideout. There's a good chance there'll be bombs in there. And then the well's going to have another 4 that are accessible without bombs. So, I mean, that's 9 chests that he may pick up more bombs in. We got the Quake Medallion and a full piece of heart. No bombs yet for Hippo. My, how the tables have turned.
Yeah, but at the very least, Hippo can just dash down and buy some bombs. He was just trying to save some time.
Yeah, having the boots is going to make that a little bit better. Hyphenated is going to extend the lead a little bit here, but this is still, like, literally so early.
Alright, so let's see what we got here. It's another heart container, so very healthy seed to start us off with. 20 rupees, a fairy in a bottle, and there is some bombs for Hippo in the final chest.
Yeah, this seed is just going to be all people getting bombs when they need them at the last second, isn't it? You're going to run out of bombs and get in his tower and get to the room after the beetle room, and one of those chests will have bombs. Meanwhile,
an armor upgrade.
The bottle vendor's now a tailor, and he's selling blue mail for our racers.
Just a heart piece there. And we do have a bottle, so Ziki, what do you got for us?
Just an arrow upgrade. I am a little bit disappointed in Hyphenated not freeing that chicken. I know that is something near and dear to our hearts.
Yeah, it's fine.
Just a little bit of red rupees in the back of the tavern. And we are going to be on our way down to check out, see what's in the library, which they can access right now. And then the race game. Oh, and there's the flute. So they're going to check that race game and then immediately go back up into Kakariko.
So, yeah, we're going to have the... I completely missed what the item was on the race game. The HUD was blocking it.
It looked like it was a red rupee.
Alright.
Now we're going to ask for a little bit of silence here. Except it's on Hippo's screen as the audio, so never mind.
And we have one. And for profit, all rise for the swag duck. And we see that Hyphenated gets the silver arrows from the dam. Very nice. Now, something I personally like doing is I actually flute to 6 when I get an early flute.
Yeah, an early flute, kind of. Man, I've seen too many. I've seen so many moon pearls in the checkerboard cave this race or this tournament. So they don't have the moon pearl yet, so they can't access it.
I go there to check.
I mean, they don't have the mirror yet. Sorry.
I go there to check Agina actually.
Yeah. You can check that desert ledge as well.
And then when you're done, you just flip to 7 and get back on course. You save yourself just a little bit of walking between them. Although with boots, it's not too much of an effort to just dash over there.
Now we are going to see what's in Mini Moldorm here.
Alright, 5 items. What do we got? 20. Heart container. Another 20. Oh boy. There's our Master Sword. Now I'm hoping we don't see the lamp.
Yeah, they really don't want to see the lamp on this one, man. We are looking for... We definitely need a Moon Pearl. That is what is in their head right now, is I want a Moon Pearl. After that, they want either the gold gloves or a hammer. They would prefer the hammer, most likely, because the right side of Dark World can still be locked out in places. But they do have the flipper, so it's not that bad.
Yeah. I want to have them find the hammer first, because there have been a couple of instances already in which there has been progression locked behind Pyramid Fairy. Specifically the hammer. It looks like Hyphen set up a water walk. And
yes,
there
he
it is.
did. Good job, Hyphenated.
And he's doing this mainly to use the boots. Just the speed of his water travel. Alright, Hobo has another 20 rupees for us.
So many times you see Hobo and this kind of area done out of sequence when people don't have the flippers. Fake flippers is one of the easiest sort of tricks to learn. Um, there's not really much of a loss for trying it out. You don't lose a lot of time or anything, but we are actually going to be seeing this in Logic this race.
We are indeed. Waterwalk is also technically not a sequence break in this instance because we did have the flippers, but it just makes it faster to move around.
Oh, and there's the hook shot and the tempered sword.
Okay, early tempered, I do not like that. I think the game is gearing them up for Aga now. But now we have access to Paradox Cave. So maybe there's something up there that will deny Aga.
Well, it's not going to be the 20 rupees on the Zora ledge, but let's see what Zora has to sell to us. I really like this little skip here you could do if you have the flippers, where you just run along the top and you just scoot by.
And
a disappointing save and quit from Hyphenated.
yeah, I fully expect there to be a flute to Mountain at this point.
Well, Hyphenated's pulled his flute out. Let's see where he goes. And he is going to Death Mountain.
And I do want to mention real quick that we still have those items in Eastern as well as Sarsaparilla to check.
Yeah, there are 3 items that's possible in Eastern. They don't have the bow, so they can't get what's behind Armos Knights if it is an item.
They don't they also do not have the lamp, but they don't want to see the lamp. But those are still very early locations that the logic that are open to them as soon as they get out of escape. So maybe there's still progression there. We're gonna actually get to see Hippo check there, actually. As a matter of fact.
Yeah, it looks like he'll probably go check Shah's hut. He's got 3 items back there. Let's see what the old man has for us.
Our piece
it's
so
a
far.
piece of heart. Actually, I think Hippos is going to go straight into Eastern here.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Oh, good spin speed from Hyphenated.
Yeah, he's gonna. I think Hippo here is gonna go through Eastern and then check Sarasala and then.
Oh,
but there is
gloves.
But no mirror to get him. There's the hammer.
There's the hammer.
Oh,
we have items everywhere here today.
And with that hammer, Aga is dead. Wait, no. I spoke too soon.
Moon Pearl.
Still don't have the Moon Pearl, right? But now Moon Pearl can be all the way up on Molder for all we know.
There are so many places that Moon Pearl can be right now, one of which is the pyramid, which would require Aghanim's death.
That is correct. That is literally the only thing keeping Aghanim alive right now is the Moon Pearl being on the pyramid.
Hippo's making good use of the sword beams to go to the Stalfos really fast and gets the big key in there in the little chest afterwards.
Alright, and here we go, a Paradox Cave.
Get 2 items here and 5 up
Upstairs.
below.
It's weird the way it's positioned.
Oh my gosh, there's the bow for Hippos!
Vanilla bow? Is this even randomized? I haven't said that one in a while.
Hyphenate's going to find the GT big key here, I guess. I don't know.
Hyphenated. Finds nothing.
Nothing in Paradox, but I mean, there's still Tower Hera's up here. He doesn't have. Oh yeah, he does have Fire Source. Never mind, he's got Fire Rod.
Yeah, so he has the means to do Hera, and then he'll probably do Spiral Cave, and then go to Eastern, in which he will get that bow. And that's bow and silvers, I might add. So all the bosses that are weak to bow are going to melt, and it's just bombs here. And And that's all 3 items as well. Because Armos have the map.
So we don't know what items are going to be necessary because we haven't seen Dark World yet. We don't know what crystal or what pendant or dungeons are going to need Dark World access or items for that. So we may not need the Red Cane. We may technically not even need a lamp. We may not need Ice Rod. We may not even... Man, this is... Oh, jeez.
We do technically need a lamp.
We do, but with these racers being in the top 128, if Turtle Rock or Misery Mire are in our pendant or crystals, they can probably do those dark rooms.
Oh, of course. I obviously know that they can do dark rooms, but in terms of logic, you have 4 dungeons that have dark rooms, only 3 of which can be a pendant. One of them's going to require the lamp. And I'm not even counting Aghanim Tower.
Oh, yeah. And that's both of the items in Hera. One after another there, so Half-Knight's just going to go get his crystal. Same as Hippo's just getting his from Armos Knights.
Is it Sarhasla?
Sasasahora.
Let's see what old man Sarsaparilla has. And Shavadu has the mirror!
Oh, man.
Alright, so that mirror gives us access to the Titans but does not give us access to Moon Pearl.
That Titan's Mist is going to
Wait, no! No, Checkerboard! Checkerboard's down in logic, as is Desert!
Checkerboard's in logic, Desert's in logic, King's Tomb is in logic. The seed is just going so fast.
I wonder if one of them should have been Sonic instead of... Alright, so we're gonna have Hyphen check Spiral Cave. I forgot he hasn't done this yet. These owners are going all over the place. Jeez.
Stopping just in time so that jellyfish doesn't get him.
And here in Spiral, it is 300 rupees. So yeah, I believe it is somewhere in the desert region that our Moon Pearl is located. Because they have to get the Titan's Mitts, and they need the mirror, and we know where both are.
Looks like Hyphenated is going to go into the Eastern Palace area. It's a shame that he didn't do this first. Hippos is going to have a little bit of a head start there with the Titan's Mitts. Hyphenated will have to make his way back up there. That's going to be about another 30 seconds for him.
Yeah. And we know Bo is in play as well. That is actually vanilla this seed. But Hyphenated is just going to get the Sarasla item and go get it. And most likely go get those Titan's Mitts.
Yep, he is on his way up to get those mitts.
So it's not too much of a loss that he is missing the bow in Eastern. He'll probably tip it later.
And this is our first look at Dark World this race. No map check there. See if Hyphenated gives us one.
There it
does.
is.
That is pendant in Ice Pod and the green pendant in Skull Woods.
And I believe I saw a 5-6 in Thieves Town and Swamp. I didn't actually fully catch.
I was looking for pendants first. I did not catch the red crystals. And Hyphenated is making his way into the deserty area.
I mean, it makes sense. And yeah, there we go. Double check there. Swamp was indeed a 5-6.
We'll take a look and see what Meyer's going to require here. Or not?
Nope. On the ledge is a bottle with a bee in it.
He almost walked away from it, but like that's I mean, it's an easy item to pick up. Might as well take it.
And it's another safety later if you want to buy potions.
Taking our first look here at Desert Palace. And Magic Powder is up here. That puts Mad Batter into play.
Yes, it does, and it's also a great safety item to have just in general. And here comes Troll Arm for Hippo. Oh, Troll Arm being a little aggressive there.
Yeah, he's not as scary when you have a tempered sword, but man, I've played this game when it came out back in the early 90s, and no boss will give me anxiety in the game as much as Moldorm gives me.
Alright, so here we go. We're checking right side for items here.
We got 2 chests over here. Let's see what we got.
First one is the compass. I think that puts an item on mold.
Oh, Hippo's going back into the tile room. He didn't realize he already got both items. Oh no, Hippos.
He's going to realize this as soon as he pulls out his fire rod.
Oh, man. I'm guessing 5 rage slashes after this.
Alright, so we're going to go see Lamola's here. Someone's asking, are the Batman checkerboard? Anything else on the table? Agina! We haven't checked Agina yet.
We got, where the Magic Cape is normally. I cannot remember the name of it now.
And Hippo,
King's Tomb.
Hippo does get the map, and he's like, oh. he's just shrugging off as if he's done it before.
So that actually makes up for the time, I think, that Hyphenated spent going back to get the mitts.
And here comes the Lamola's fight.
Oh, missing his fire rod shots. Come on, Hyphenated.
There we go. And then Mula's dies and drops the map. So we did get everything out of Desert. I wasn't keeping track.
So we got Agina, which we'll probably see here shortly from Hyphen. We got King's Tomb. Mad Batter is in play.
I think it'll be checkerboard, Mirror to Agina, then check King's Tomb. Yeah, he's gonna reuse his portal here. And might check the Meyer medallion.
Nope. Oh, there he goes, his Bombos.
Alright.
Swirly coin.
Bongrush has been checked. We have these boots since the escape. Piece of heart.
Piece of heart, so checkerboard is out of play. Let's see what Old Man Agina has for us.
It's a bomb booster. It's got to. King's Tomb is where our progression lies. Be it a lamp or the Moon Pearl, because well, we need one or the other.
There's also Mad Batter, so we got those 2 locations.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Could be. I mean, he could find a mushroom. He could. I don't know, man. This is. Oh, this sucks.
Well, no matter what, he will find it.
It could be book. Oh, there it is! In the king's tomb.
And with that, Aga's dead.
Goodbye, Aghanim. We will see you in Ganon's Tower later on. Hyphenate's going immediately over to Dark Kakariko.
Yes, the Village of Outcasts as it's known. And with the Fire Rod, can actually go in full clear Skull Woods, so let's see if he goes there first or chooses to go to Thieves Town first.
Skull Woods is just a green pendant. Now, it is the green pendant, so technically 3 items there. And with being able to full clear, if you go directly to Mothula, you run the chance of like picking up your 2 items right there in that room.
I mean, yeah, sure. And you know the really nice thing about the seeded is the hyphenated doesn't need to worry about getting the bow.
No, the only thing that would really cause him to lose some time with it is he decides to do Mire before Eastern, and has to fight Vitreous.
Yeah, and or if it turns out that our pedestal is required this seed, because with our pendants the way and crystals the way they are, where was our 3rd pendant actually?
Ice Palace, Pod, and
that's where it was.
Skull Woods.
Yeah, it was Ice Palace, so.
So Samaria could be on there.
Samaria, Ice Rod.
Bombos, or whatever T-Rock would need.
Either Vanallion, if it's required.
Or something like a mushroom cape or book that would lead to like Ice Rod, for example.
Yeah, there is still quite a bit of pet hype, so I could see them doing a Skullwoods last on their if they think it's a pet scene. Because they can just figure and pull it.
It's still really, really too early to even. Hey man, to even start discussing that. We still got a lot of places to check. We got a Swamp Palace to go to. We got a Thieves Town.
Yeah, the only thing that can trip up Hyphenated is the bow. And that's because with there only being 1 dungeon requiring it, and it's in its own dungeon, he might think it's somewhere else.
And that is all 3 Light World dungeons done for Hippos. 3 crystals, while Hyphenated only has 2, but he is doing Thieves Town at the moment.
Yeah, but again, once Hyphenated gets to Eastern, he will have that bow. It's really not much of a time loss here. Alright, down here on the lower levels of Blind's hideout, also known as Thieves Town. Gonna go ahead and rescue your Blind.
That's a maiden, thank you.
Maiden with the Fisher Price shield, as it's known. And just some more ammo for that bow that does not exist yet in Hyphenated's inventory.
You're going to see Blind fight here from Hyphenated. This should go really well for him. I think Hyphenated knows the script pretty well.
Yeah, it's basically hit him as soon as you can. Oh, lost the script, it looks like, but only on the last hit there. And down goes blind. We have our 5-6. We have... What a strange thing for a blind person to have. A magnetic compass? Can't even see it. Anyway, 5-6 crystal for hyphenated.
I think the one thing that could really chip hyphenated up is if he decides to dip Pod before going into Eastern. Pod has quite a few more items than Eastern. But hopefully it'd be Bowlock if he does that.
Yeah, first chest is an item. Then he mirrors, gets the bow. And even if he does make that play, he's still going to get the bow eventually. He'll just sink a few minutes into doing the dark room. Maybe.
Going ahead and checking the other Village of Outcast locations. There's Hippos is going to make his way over to Dark Death Mountain, it looks like. And Eastern Death Mountain.
Well, this will give us our other medallion information for us here.
Hyphenated, on the other hand, is going digging.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to do the Smith loop here. He's going to start with the digging game because you cannot do this with a follower. And it's only 8 digs for a pack of 10 bombs.
Those are Uncle Bombs.
That is correct. That's the reason why a bomb escape exists, is because we put that in the pool. Alright, Hippo's just gonna go straight up into Turtle Rock. Potentially cracking it open if it is Quake, but we shall see. Meanwhile,
It is also Bombos.
So it is Bombos for both dungeons. And here we go, Super Bunny and hyphenated with the Pyramid Cave check, and it's... Or, not Pyramid, what am I talking about? Digging Cave check! Or Peg Cave check, it's 300 rupees. Super Bunny Cave, meanwhile...
Ice Rod!
And 5 rupees. So that's a great place for the Ice Rod to be, but we still need the Cane of Samaria to do much.
It is always a relief when you find that Ice Rod when Turtle Rock is required.
And actually, based on our item or crystal layout, we just need Cane of Samaria and that Bombos medallion, and we could be in go mode. Well, at least for Hippo. Hyphenate still needs to get the bow in Eastern Palace. And, well, now the Ice Rod. Magic Bat check. Oh. Now can you dig it? There's a shovel. Magic Bat. That's 20 rupees.
It's a heck of a curse.
So now we're going to go ahead and see the purple chest being turned in. And actually, I really suddenly like this routing from Hyphenated, because notice what he's doing. He is walking the chest down. He's gonna get he's gonna get the Stumpy. He's gonna get it Cave South of Haunted Grove. Most people call it Cave 45. I don't like that name.
Get Hype Cave.
You can get Hype Cave. But also, this sets him up to get Swamp Palace done. And that's significant because he's already got the other 5-6 crystals, so he's setting himself up also to check the Fat Berry Bomb at the end of all that.
He's got to make sure he holds on to that chest. That thing is coated in grease every now and then, feels like.
And there we go. Hippo is entering Thieves Town.
And there's the lamp.
Yep.
That is a dangerous thing for a person made of wood to have.
It's okay. He doesn't have the magic meter. He can't use it. Only the hero can use magic.
Oh, he can check. He's going to check Bombo's tablet while he's down here too.
With what book?
Oh, well, I mean, yeah.
Maybe the book's in the purple chest. Nope, it's a heart container. But he's setting this up so that he can go into Swamp Palace. That is the main reason he walked over here in the Dark World.
I couldn't remember what was on the chest. Oh, is he not doing Hype Cave first? Come on, Hypen. Dated.
No, he's gonna... No, I see his routing here, and I actually approve it. He's doing Swamp Palace because it is the second 5-6 crystal, after which he's going to proceed north, check Hype Cave, get the Big Bomb, and head to the Pyramid. He's just doing all of this in one route, and it's actually really efficient. I like it.
Yeah, he has everything he needs for Swamp, and he's jumping right in there.
Yeah, and again, like I said, Swamp is our other 5-6. Thieves' Town was the first, so he's just getting this done so he can get the Big Bomb as well. No reason not to, really. And who knows, maybe I'll find Kane Samari in here as well.
Swamp has 6 items, if I'm remembering correctly. So there's a lot of things could be there, including a red cane.
And while we've been talking, Hippo managed to dash perfectly through the hellway that is in Thieves' Town. Very nicely done. Where was the Ice Rod? Ice Rod was in Super Bunny Cave, so it's not too far away from the dungeon you need it for. Alright, so this is the kind of where the mess is in Thieves' Town. You can either go left and do a full clear, or you can go north and try to go straight to the boss. I think it'll depend on this chest here. I don't know if he's got one of the dungeon items yet besides...
Blonde had the compass, so...
Okay, so there is at least one item on left side, so no matter which way he goes, he's gonna need to go get check both sides of swamp. Gotta start with the backside though, so he can just mirror out after checking left. That's good, it saves him a little bit of time backtracking. Back to the center room at least. Alright, flooded chest. 5-bomb booster, 50 rupees.
So at this point in the back half of Swamp here, Hyphenated isn't necessarily... He's hoping that it has Red Cane, Ice Rod, something that he really needs.
Well, there's the big key.
He'll be happy with anything in there. That means that it's one less item that is on that left side of Swamp.
He does not want to see, I think, the map. But that means he knows there's 2 items over there. And that's a couple of quick hits there. And he's just absolutely tearing through Argus with that tempered sword. Setting up the quick kill, very nicely done. And unfortunately, there's the map, so left side and the big chest have items for us. But with the mirror, won't be that much of a backtracking trip. Once he gets up both chests, he can just mirror out and continue on his route. Meanwhile, Hippo, checking the dig game, is now going to start doing the Swift Loop himself. He does have the shovel, which Hyphenated lacks.
Yeah, that shovel was found up in Hookshot Cave. Let's see if it pays off.
Hippo did turn his nose down to the 10 bombs. Doesn't need them. I think he's only at, I think he's pretty much near full. All right, blacksmiths, and oh boy, that is a good thing to find. Hyphenated finding Bombos in the big chest.
Oh, he is very happy he went back in there. He'll be even happier once he gets up to Turtle Rock.
As a matter of fact, it's no mode if we find Canis Amari at this point. Because we know the bow is in Eastern Palace in the big chest. We know the ice rod is in Super Bunny Cave. We know that the Bombos is now in the big chest for Hippo of Swamp House. The only thing we don't know yet is where the Canis Amari is, and that is the final piece of the puzzle here for our road to Ganon.
Now, unfortunately, that can be anywhere that is not Turtle Rock or on Vitreous.
Well, there's the Thermidine, so it doesn't really matter. And did he miscount his items? Oh, I guess he didn't have the map to compass after all.
Let's see what Hype Cave is, everybody. Get your guesses in now. Scale from 1 to 10. How hype is this cave going to be?
Well, if it has Canis Amari, it's a 10 out of 10 in my book. I don't care about the rest. So far, kind of meh.
This cave is the Mojo Raleigh of Hype Caves.
It is not good. All right, new information here. Hippo checking the shovel spot.
Just an arrow quiver upgrade.
All right, so now we're gonna see the big bomb. And this is good because this gives Hyphenated an excuse to check the pyramid, and will be nearby Palace of Darkness to check there, and then Mirror to get his bow out of Eastern Palace. And now with the lamp, can pretty much full clear both dungeons if he needs to. You know, we know he needs to at least full clear your Eastern. But for all we know, Samaria could be on Helmsur Gang.
It could be, again, anywhere that is not inside Turtle Rock or Mimic Cave, which is technically not part of Turtle Rock, or on Vitreous.
And just some bombs there. And a second countdown.
See what Pyramid Fairy has for us, and it is a shield upgrade and a bloomerang.
So we have both boomerangs, and we have the fire shield. And yes, Kane could still be on pedestal. We don't know yet. We are seeing a flute from Hyphenated.
Get out of here, duck.
And Hyphenated is going to do a Mire Dip, it looks like.
Yeah.
Or has he not done Mire yet?
He has not.
Bugnet, 50 rupees. Someone is asking, is book cover allowed for pet seeds? No, it is not. Pedestal can be pulled blind if you just have the 3 pendants. Having the book, though, lets you read the pedestal to know if you need to do it. It'll give you a hint as to what the item is. And we see Hippo and Swamp now. Hyphenated, meanwhile, gonna go check Dark Death Mountain. We'll get his Ice Rod. And with as many hearts as he does, and I believe also a fairy in a bottle, he could technically try for Spike Cave as well while he's over here.
Has he got a fairy, or does he just got 2 bees?
There was a fairy in a bottle. I believe it was our first bottle that had that.
Oh, okay, okay.
And neither runner has died to my knowledge, so it's still there.
Well, these are 2 very good runners, very talented.
And there is the Ice Rod.
Happy going to go ahead and do his Hookshot Cave. We'll see if he makes his way over to Spike Cave. I think that'd be a smart play.
Yeah. It's questionable whether or not it's in a logic. It's technically not because he doesn't have an invincibility item. But the fairy can allow him to just damage his boost his way through.
Let's see here. Where's he going?
He does have the fairy, but he's going to leave.
He's going to go shovel.
Yeah, he's going to check the shovel right away. And are those Waluigi guards? Oh, no, they're just green. Gotta love those little pallet bugs sometimes.
Much like Randy Poffo, hyphenated here, asking, can you dig it? And the answer is no.
And he's going to release a bee. And the fairy! Gonna buy a green potion and a blue potion.
Just buy 2 blues, hyphenated.
I think one of those, it means that he is going to commit to a Ice Palace dive. No, he's
going into pod.
bottle glitch. That's why I bought the green potion. He's gonna do the camera break.
This newly legal glitch here, newly discovered even, letting hyphenated skip the mimic room by doing it without a bow. Now, the rest of the dungeon will be kind of bow locked. You can't skip the one-eyed monster. Oh, jeez, sorry. You can't skip that. You still gotta shoot that with a bow.
The only sad part is this is actually not going to save him any time. The bow is actually right there in the light world, right in front of him. But who knows? Maybe you'll see that that he needs the bow here, and he'll just mirror out and check Eastern, and then come back in. No, he gets to go deeper.
Bottle glitch will get him 1 extra chest to open. Oh man, unless the Red King shows up in here, it's a big time waste here for hyphenated.
It'll get him 2 chests, actually. There's the big key. So he's gonna come down here, check this one last chest. It is a small key. And there's bombos for Hippo.
Hippo smartly going back in, and he's going to check out what's over here on the left side as well.
All right, he's going to use the fire rod shot here so he can drink the potion, hugging the wall, and camera break successful. And there we go.
So basically what's happening is that the game's not necessarily... Oh, good dash. The game's not checking if they're dead. The game is checking if the mimics are off the screen. So when you just break that camera, when you get the mimics off to the left side of the screen, when they're not on the screen anymore, the door opens.
And you know the best part is? That's not even our newest glitch we found, newest tech we found.
No, we found that probably around week 2 of this tournament. And then we've recently discovered like another a big skip in Misery Mire that's really rad too.
Yeah, and that one involves exploding elevation, exploding the sprite height hitbox on the fire rod, so that it's higher up than it's intended to be. And nice hammer jump from Hyphenated.
I mean, there's a reason why he's in this 128 tournament.
So Hyphenated will be able to full clear Palace of Darkness here, and if Cave Samaria happens to be here, little does he realize he's actually in go mode.
Looks like Hippo's going to make a Mire dive.
Also hasn't checked Mire shit, probably.
Yeah, Mire shed checks. So Hyphen just can't kill Homosaur King. He can't get past the tentacle monster. But he does pick up red mail. He probably doesn't need red mail, but it could come in handy.
Yep.
Hugging Ganon takes a lot of health.
Alright, this is the last chest here. And it's just a small key. He has not got the vanilla big key chest. He's gonna check this real quick and then go. It is a 50-50 shot if it's an item or the compass, though. And we are seeing Hippo dive into Misery Mire.
Oh, and Hyphenated is now fully kitted out. He's in his Butter Sword.
Yeah. Alright, so we found the Riot Shield in that chest, and he's gonna get his bow here in just a little bit. So, where do you think our Cane Samari is? Because that's actually our go mode item. It's not in that.
It's the Ice Palace room with the 2 Stealthos, with the tongue. Ice H, I think.
It's kind of strange how all of the Ice Palace dungeon is letters, but yeah, I guess that would be it. There's also
that's where I'm putting my money at.
Somewhere in Ice Palace. All right. You know what? I'm gonna put it somewhere beyond Mire. And you're probably thinking, what the heck do I mean by that? We find like a fetch quest here in Mire. You have to get Force Double Divot.
Cape and Mire and Red Cane on Cape Chest or Cape
or something else.
Cape.
All right, so Hyphenated will be getting the bow. He's probably gonna do a few frustration slashes knowing he bought that. He did the sequence work for nothing. But he does have everything out of Palace of Darkness at the very least.
Oh, there's the book! Oh no!
All right, so now we can check the pedestal and no, but we can also check the Bombos tablet and Ether tablet. And that also means that Desert's required logical access was the Titan's mirror flute combination. Is that our second item though? I have my eyes covered.
I'm pretty sure it was. That was both the items, I think.
Yeah, so he's just getting a small key here. So yeah, no vanilla cane here. So it is going to be a forced double of Misery Mire most likely. That book is our only lead.
I mean, we could still go into ice. We could go into Skull Woods.
I just realized we have not touched Skull Woods at all. What if the cane was just sitting there in the first half of the dungeon? Both runners have had access to it this whole time, since they've had Dark World access even.
It's also got that green pendant behind it too, so I mean it could be it's a Homurna.
I think Hippo's next destination will be Skull Woods. Because if he checks it, he'll have access to green pendant. He'll also be able to mirror and check pedestal.
That is crystal number 5 for hyphenated. Hippos has 5 as well.
Yeah, this is tied, and it's coming down to where this Cane of Samaria is, and it looks like Hippo is going to Skull Woods. Hyphenated does not have this lead. He's going to go to Skull Woods too. He's going to gamble that it's not in the book. Granted, he doesn't know where the book is.
I mean, even the order that they do Skull Woods here could be important. If hyphenated goes directly to the back, and both items back there, both Mothula and the item underneath Mothula, are the items, then that's 3 items real fast for hyphenated, counting the green pendant. Hippos is doing the front half here. And yeah, it looks like hyphenated is going into the back first. This could be the play. Hippo's still not finding an item here. Oh, hyphenated, where are you going, buddy?
He's not sure. He's going to make sure. He's going to double back. So far, there's no item here in the front. It was at least wise to dip the back half, but he's making sure. He wants at least a small key.
I mean, there's that one under the pot, too, that you can get. Because he's just going to use this one.
All right. Big key chest here for Hippo.
Gonna pull that statue.
Yeah, one of the conveniences of the case Mario is you can just skip this puzzle here.
Yeah, I think if you've got mirror, if you got fire rod, if you got a sword, I think you go and do Mothula first every time.
Yeah, and it looks like it is Mothula.
It's Mothula, and
it could be green pendant. It could be it's in the back half somewhere. It has to be in the back half somewhere.
That big key could be on Moth. It could be on the chest under Moth. I'm not sure if in the game's actual code if Skullwood's big chest can lock the big key. I believe it can.
Yes, it can, because the big key only is used for the big chest in this case.
Right. Oh, I just thought of something. We could also go noodling.
There it is!
Never mind. And Hippos is out of there. That is go mode at 104 for Hippos.
And Hyphenate is right behind him. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a race. It depends on how fast Hyphenate decides to check that chest.
And he is checking that bottom chest first.
And actually, I'd say the edge goes to Hippo.
Yeah, Hippo's already done most of Meyer. Hyphenated is like this could be anything. I know Hippos is very execution heavy. I see him play a lot in the 10 p.m. nightlies, which if you're new to Randomizer and you want to play with a lot of people, join the Discord and play the 10 p.m. nightlies.
Well, the thing is, he's already got the big key out of Misery Mire.
Yes.
Hyphenated still needs to find it. So he's got about maybe a 2 to 3 minute time advantage, somewhere around there.
I think he still just has to open up Misery Mire.
Wait, does he actually not have the big key? Oh, he's going this way. I don't know if this is faster than going directly to it from the right side.
We're going to be seeing a Go Mode Turtle Rock as well, which isn't necessarily much faster than a non-Go Mode Turtle Rock, but not having to check all this chest on Laser Bridge does feel nice.
Yeah, all you have to do is really is you skip the lava chest, which is the vanilla big key, and the only time you don't do that is if the big key happens to be there. Kane was basically available from the start. You're right, because we had a fire rod start. So both runners essentially trolled themselves into having a later go mode than they could have.
Hippo's doing a double dive into Mire and Hyphenated going into Pod. Gross. Either way.
Yeah. I think I can safely say it. Bombos was our intended go mode item.
Most likely, and Hippo is now going to show us the boss with the most hit points in the game, aside from Ganon, and how fast it goes down to silver arrows. This is probably around an 8-second boss or so.
Yep, and there down goes the boss for Hippo. And now it's off to Turtle Rock for our last crystal. This scene went by pretty quickly.
This has been a very, very fast seed. Knowing Hippos and knowing Hyphenated, I kind of expected that no matter how the logic led them around.
Yeah, this was, for all intents and purposes, a jet seed, and it could have been so much faster if they had got that cane early. Because it was literally just, hey, get the Balmos medallion in from Swamp. That was like the only out-of-the-way item that you had to get. And it was in a required dungeon anyway. Yeah, I dare say this seed just basically spoon-fed them everything.
I mean, that's a lot like their first seed, from what I understand.
And there's the second item. It's a heart piece. Alright, 108, 109. The explosions fly. And Hippo enters Turtle Rock. Given the fact that it's about a minute to climb the mountain, I'd say he's got maybe a minute and a half lead against Hyphenated at this point.
Well, Hyphenated only just got the big key, so I'd say it's probably closer to you still got to do the bottom half of Mire. That's probably a 2 to 3 minute lead, at least.
Yeah. And dare I say it, I think it was the dip in the pendant pod that took all of Hyphenated's time away.
I mean, 2 and 3 minutes is still not insurmountable. Anything can happen.
Yeah.
Hippos is going to want to see a small key and a big key up here in these two chests.
It's just gonna be like a small key and a big item.
Small key and cape.
Well, cape's nice to have at least. That is one of the better safety items to have. Oh, actually, something that just crossed my mind here is Hippo does not have any potions. Does he?
No, he doesn't.
So he's gonna rely on that fairy to keep him alive.
And he's only got blue mail too.
He does at least have the trifecta of powder, bottle, and net. So if needed, he can just stay alive with fairies. I'm more worried about his magic.
Oh, phew. Always worried about chain chomps.
And the arrows fly for hyphenated.
That's Vitreous down for hyphenated, getting crystal number 6.
And I was paying attention. I don't think we saw the new tech there in Mr. Meyer or not, but...
We did not.
Oh well.
It's a little tricky to pull off.
Yeah, I mean, there's not a consistent setup for it at the moment. It's still about a month old. And Hippo stealing the key.
And this could also go down to right side, left side GT as well. Hippo chooses one and Hyphen chooses the other. Oh, very good drive-through from Hyphenated.
Hippo is skipping the big chest. Which is fine, he can skip a key. There's just bombs there. So there is a key on Laser Bridge.
So yeah, we'll be entering Tower Rock at about 1:13 for Hyphenated. It's about 4 minutes behind Hippo.
Alright, so here we go with Laser Bridge. Cape is at the ready for Hippo.
He's going to want to see a small key down here.
Map to start.
Half Magic refilling that cape for him. And there's that small key.
That is actually the most timely place to find the half magic I've ever seen.
He would have ran out by the time he reached that third laser. Now, Hippo's is good enough that he can probably just get the pixel right to dodge that laser, but we are on our way to see the Trinex.
That's right. But more important than that, he doesn't have to worry about his magic consumption going at the tower. He can go buck wild with it. Because there's plenty of refills along the way that he can use.
Gonna rate that tower a 5. Go hog wild.
Alright, here we go. Trinex fight. And a textbook Trinex phase 1. Let's see if we can get the quick kill on phase 2 here. Needs to double hit with the spin. And does it. Very nicely done. And pulling on the spikes.
Really interesting note, Trinex has 3 necks, and that's why it's called Trinex.
And there is the blue cane. So there's the other invincibility item. And with that, we have our 7 crystals here. So chat, give us some guesses for where the big key is. We have 22 chests. Unfortunately, this is just for fun, but hey, Let's have a little. What's wrong with that? Nothing, I'd say. Oh, where do you think it's gonna be, bitch? Where do you think it's gonna be, Cat?
Tile room.
You say tile room, I say jet. Let's put it in the hope room.
Hippo's entering Gannis Tower at 1:15:35.
And we are gonna start with the hope room chests, which are the beginning of right side.
Chest number 1, small key. Chest number 2, arrow
Arrows.
upgrade.
And
Hippo's is going to continue on to the right side. For Hyphenate's sake, he hopes it's on the left side. Or even worse, behind Ice Armos, and Hippos decides to go full left side before doing Ice Armos.
Yeah, that is sort of like the traditional speed play, is to check compass room, then go full left. Nice double on the Gibdos. Oh, Hyphenated does check this chest there. Does get a second key, so he can skip Laser Bridge. And
And nothing on the right side. It's just
But
3,
wait,
4, 5,
wait.
6 there.
wait, that was the vanilla compass.
Yeah.
Here we go. It's location number 7, the torch. As money. We're moving on. Bob lives. Oh, that's right. I've been able to not get half magic. But unlike Hippo, he does have a blue potion.
Nothing is 7 or 8. It seems like 9 or 10 have here for us. Some bombs and another small key.
That's right.
The cane dash not working out for Hyphen there.
Alright, this is just 12. Fire bar room. Just a piece of heart.
Hyphenated taking on Trinex. Hyphenated going for it.
Behind the backstrats. I said almost got to be able to shoot. Alright, chest 13. The fire snake room. Another piece of heart, so we're on to random room. So if it happens to be tie room, like you said, Kat, if Hyphenate goes for it thinking he's behind, which I think he is because he knows he's cleared pod for no reason, he might just gamble it and catch up a lot of time there. Singer Ruby, heart piece, 300. Oh boy, it's on Ice Armos. It's either on Ice Armos or it's on
Bob's chest. Maybe?
Yeah, all right, Hyphenated on his way to Gannis Tower. He might gamble tile room here if he feels like he's behind. I don't think he will.
If he's going to gamble, he's going to do the full right side and not tile room. He'll still say tile room for last, I think.
Well, it will save time.
Now, if it is on Ice Armos and he goes full left, then that'll save probably about 2 minutes for him.
He's going right to start. All right. 19, 20, 21 right here.
P is going for it.
20. It's tile room!
Tile room.
And Hyphenated going right past. Oh my goodness. Oh my. I can't believe it. If Hyphenated made the big gamble, he would have been in the lead. I'm stunned.
See, Grand Theft Grotto calling out in the chat that he did it. Like, you just called out a number, buddy. I called out the actual room.
And there it is. 22. Who guessed 22 in chat? Let me go ahead and look.
That was SAGTG. Good job for wishing misery upon these players.
Well, it was sort of a very fast C here. The C had to throw a wrench in the works somewhere, to be fair. I just didn't think it would actually do it.
Well, I mean, at least it'll take Hyphenated the exact same amount of time to clear Tile Room as it did Hippos.
Alright, so Hippos is on their way up to the tower. Is a little low on health.
He does have that fairy.
And he does have the means to do a full restore at any time he so wishes.
Making good use of that fire rod here. And honestly, this room is my least favorite out of the rooms in GT. I just hate the jumping around skeletons, mans.
And there's Hyphenated checking Rando room. Hyphenated taking a quick pit stop here to get a berry. Should be good for the rest of the dungeon.
Small design thing I like about this game is that they really went less is more with some of these like refights. So even the Lambolas room, all they did was just put a fireball shooter in. When you're playing it vanilla for the first time, that just really messes up that entire fight for you.
Hey, Bob escaped the pit. Nice.
And Hippo's just making fast work of this tower.
Yeah, already through the wizard rooms. Is a little low on magic, but there are 2 full magic decanters ahead of him, so we'll have plenty of magic. One before the next set of fire traps, torches of light, and one just before Moldorm. He's opting to take the one at Moldorm. Just enough magic. And Hyphenated is now in tile room. Out of magic though, so can't do the wall hug strat with the cape. Hyphenated is gonna grab these 2 fairies. Top off. He's now fully healed for Aghanim, Moldorm 2, and Ganon. And we will not see Molderm's last possession today.
Disrespecting the seed there, Hippo. It's alright. I'm still a fan of Hippo.
Oh, this is a race. For all he knows, he could be behind, but... As Hippo enters Aga 2, Hyphenated is now starting his ascent up the tower.
Triple right off the bat for Hippo.
And it looks like this is a nice triple setup here. Ooh,
Just gets
not
a solo
quite.
up, but
Alright, this is a good double positioning. Oh! Alright, now it's done. And with Aga 2 down, it is now time to fight the pig. Tempered Sword. 12 slashes for the first 2 phases each. After that, just a slash whenever he stops teleporting in the next 2 phases. The only difference being in the AS4, lights need to be on, and he has to hit him with a silver arrow when he turns Ganon blue. Looks like Hippo was setting up for the beer catch there, but looks like he Ganon threw it a little wide. That's okay. He's not part of the corner. This is a great position for Hippo to get some double spins in.
just good hook shot out.
And Ganon does get one of the phase 3 attacks off the fire bats at Tornado. That can catch you sometimes if you're not careful. But Hippo would need Ganon to fall again like 3 or 4 times, and there is no chance he's doing that. He has 15 hearts, he has half magic, there's no reason to do it. And this looks like a double.
Yeah, this was a tough draw for Hyphenated. He's lost 2-0, but I mean it's the Hippos who is one of the top racers in this tournament.
Yes, and get your GGs in chat for Hippos here, or Hippo, who has now won his best 2 or 3, and we'll be moving on. Let me get that official SRTV time for you. It is 1:27:49. Very nicely done from Hippos. We're going to be getting him in here for an interview here in just a little while when he's ready. Meantime, Hyphenated is finished the tower.
While we wait, we do got a couple other races going on right now. Over on ALTTP Randomizer 3, we got Dragon Master versus Trojan Dude. And starting about 30 minutes ago on Speed Gaming 4 is Flip versus Jay Meisher.
Alright, and I see Hippo is waiting for us to pull him in. Shall we do so?
Yeah, he seems alright. Let's bring him in. Hello, Hippo.
Hello, Hippo. That was a tile room seed. But oh my goodness.
2 tile rooms in a row, I think, for you all, right?
Yeah, if I never see another tower room seed again, it'll be too soon.
Let me tell you how it looked for us here on the restream. As you realized it was tile room, Hyphenated was just passing tile room. If he had taken that huge risk to get it, he probably would have been in the lead, and this would have been a very different race.
Yeah,
Hyphenated. That would have been something.
Yeah. Alas, he did the same thing you did. Hit through Ganon's Tower and is now in Naga 2 on our end.
But then, just want to say, congratulations, man. 2-0. Heading on to the next round. This was a tough draw for you two. Hyphenated is very good.
Yep, certainly is.
And I know you well enough just from the 10 p.m. nightlies. I kind of hate you from the 10 p.m. nightlies, but I
Thank
also
you.
really respect you from the 10 p.m. nightlies.
Thank you. Yeah, no, I had a very good opponent, and this was obviously a pretty close race. You know, he wasn't too far behind, so just glad to get this taken care of, not to have to sweat another one on Wednesday night, and one step closer to Ben.
Yeah, the main thing that gave you the edge over your opponent is that he ended up dipping through Palace of Darkness without the bow, did the potion glitch and everything. He did find Mirror Shield and the red mail in there, but that time sync is really what was the difference here.
He went into pod the same time that you dipped Misery Mire for the first time.
Interesting.
And,
No, I figured Big Key Hunt made sense, and then, you know, if you're going to do the Big Key Hunt, and maybe you'll stumble into Kane on the way through, and then that's a pretty good play. If not, you know, you didn't really waste a ton of time because you're probably spending most of that time Big Key hunting anyway, so,
Red Kane was actually what he was looking for too, and you both got it probably within maybe a minute or so of each other. But the fact that you already had the Big Key in Mire is kind of what sealed it there.
Nice.
Yeah, this race could have gone either way at the end, but this is the Jet Seed in all reality, with the exception of that tile room.
It was
and
a B29 seed.
And there was our 4th sword. It was on pedestal.
I was gonna check. Yeah, I went over to Skull because I wanted to check. I wanted to get Green Pendant, and then I wanted to check Ped because it was entirely possible that Kane could have been on Ped. So.
All right. Well, as we were talking here, there goes the last silver arrow into Hyphenated's Ganon fight. So GG's to him as well, folks. We'll be getting him in here shortly for his own interview.
How did you feel about just that early Kakariko / dam / everything right there at the beginning? You all were like 2 items away from go mode at 32 minutes.
Yeah, I was so dumbfounded by it. I actually wasn't really paying attention in Hera because I was sitting there trying to think about what I had, what kind of routes that I was going to take, because it was a sudden explosion of items, and I wasn't paying attention to the fact that apparently I grabbed both items already, so I went down to the basement. That was pretty brilliant.
I mean, tie rooms are just messing with you this entire tournament, man.
Well, that was my fault, not the tower's fault.
I should probably mention here that Hyphenated did finish with an official SRTV time of 1:32.17. So he is waiting for us to pull him in. So shall we get him in here?
Yeah, absolutely. Hyphenated's all right as well. He's pretty cool.
Hyphenated, you made a very, very strong effort here, and this race was so much closer than you would have realized.
Oh yeah?
The moment you were passing tile room, we found out it was tile room.
Ooh.
So if you had made that play on the tile room, that would have actually given you the lead.
That literally insane gamble.
I thought I might well be ahead at that point, so no way I was going to do that.
Yeah, well, I'm surprised you didn't think you were ahead, given the fact you went to the pot and it had next to nothing.
Well, right. That's why I didn't think I was definitely ahead. I just thought maybe I was ahead.
I mean, going into Ganon's Tower at like 120 something, 119, yeah, that's pretty easy to think you're ahead.
Yeah, I can see that at least. But yeah, it came down to that. But when you were in pod, Hippo was in Mire getting that big key, so... And then both of you had to find the Canis Tamari in Skull Woods. So it just came down to him actually having Mire already preset to go.
One thing that's kind of funny is, as I was going into pod, I was like, oh, I should have gone to Skull first, because Skull was the green pendant that would let me turn it in after doing pod Eastern. So if I had done that, I would have found the cane, just through luck.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
But unfortunately,
Yeah, Hippo's actually dipped Eastern like pretty early before even going up to Death Mountain, and he found the bow there. And it was one of the last items you got, even though it didn't really change much.
So yeah, Hippo, congratulations once again. You are advancing to the top. What is it, 64 of the field?
Yep, 64.
All right, I don't know who your next opponent is. Hyphenated, though, your road through the tournament ends here, but did you at least have fun with it?
Oh, for sure.
It's always a good mentality to have.
Yeah, thanks to everyone who helped with putting on this tournament. It was a lot of fun. I loved it. Congrats, Hippo. Good luck in the rest of the breath.
Thanks very much, GG, bud.
All right. So yeah, we've mentioned our races that have already been going on here. So real quick, make sure to give these two runners a follow first and foremost. They put on an excellent race for us today. It could have gone either way at the end. And while you're at it, make sure to give my co-com Virtual Cat here a follow. Our tracker today was Vosh1978, and the retreamer in charge of bringing this to you here on a Link to Fast Randomizer 2 was NoName4444. And speaking of a Link to Fast Randomizer, make sure to follow this channel here, as well as the original Link to Fast Randomizer. And we also have two other sub-channels, 3 and 4. And this is not where all of the races are. A lot of them are going on the Speed Gaming family network. Speed Gaming and Speed Gaming's 2 through 6. Make sure to give all those a follow so you don't miss a single moment of randomizer or reaction to this race. I feel that this race has been really good. I'm ready to call it. Are you?
I think I'm going to take off for the night. Thank you for coming with me, Wolflink, and hope everybody here has a great night. See y'all next time.
Yes, and from all of us here at the Links to Fast Randomizer, I have been Wolflink0370. We shall see you all next time, and thank you for watching. Good night, everyone.